I discovered garden Temu, and it is weird, kind of like visiting a dollar store that thinks it's a casino. I have questions, and the biggest one is, how did I go there thinking I'd spend between $50 and $70, and I ended up spending $190. What did I get? Let's take a look. So let's see, we'll cut this open. This is the first time I'm seeing this stuff, so it's all new to me. Ooh, look, it's like packed full of all kinds of stuff. So, we're gonna start right here, because there's two of these. So, wow, they look, oh, they're different though. So these are kind of moisture meters, and one is also a pH meter and something else. I've seen people use these before. I don't know how well they work, so I want to check. I got the two different ones. This one's a single prong, only measures moisture. This one does what? pH, moisture, and something else. I don't know what else it does, but anyway, let's see what's next. Something in a box. What could it be? Oh, this is one of those little grow light things. And I have one of these that I use, that I bought before. I actually don't think these are that great. Like, I thought, like, oh, look at all the sunlight that they're giving me. And then when I saw somebody's like real growing situation with real lights, and the ones that I had were like little minis, and this is like half the size of the one that I have. I'll see how it works. Oh, it's hard to get this stuff out of here. Oh, this is actually not for the garden. It's one of those just weird chamois things that you use in your car. We were talking about getting one, but this one seems particularly not very plush. But anyway, that's one thing about Temu. That's one of the criticisms, that the stuff is super cheap, but it's also really low quality. So let's take a look. Oh, these are glow-in-the-dark little butterfly things. It wasn't that much, and I just wanted to give them a try. So let's see what they're like. Oh, they're very plastic and they're bouncy. I wonder what they're like in the dark. These will be little good giveaways probably for kids this spring when they come into the greenhouse. We'll give them some of these. I mean, who doesn't want a little plastic butterfly, right? Oh, so there's a lot of different versions of this on Temu, and they're just these weird plastic things. But what you do is, oh, I don't know how this, oh, I see. Oh, this one's actually nicer than I expected. So you put like a water bottle on this and you fill it with water. And then this one is actually kind of like a, almost feels like a terracotta type of material, and it's supposed to water your plants. So something worth trying, I guess. There's other ones that have little dials that you control the drip on them and stuff. But I just thought I'd try them. This is different than what I was expecting. It actually feels more durable too. Interesting. What's this one? Okay, so something in another random package. And that's one of the weird things about this stuff. You order it, it is all packaged right in China. Like this bag was packaged in China, and then it's shipped on an airplane. You get a notice saying, hey, we got it on the plane, and then it gets sent to the US, and then it goes from there. Okay, so I got these snips, and they were really cheap. Like, was it $2 or something like that, or $3? And I thought, how can there be snips for that price? They don't feel too bad. But I mean, I've tried garden gear before that was really cheap, and I was really disappointed. Let's see. Well, it seems sharp right now. Actually, this seems sturdier than I expected. I'll have to test it out for a little while though, because you really don't know until you start trimming with these things. But this one, I'm kind of shocked at this. This is way better than I thought. Now it doesn't have the little, it's supposed to have a little loop that holds this closed, so it's gonna always be open, although, oh, I can do it that way. So it skipped the loop and it does it up here. I'm surprised at this. This could be okay. Actually, it's better than some of the ones that I've seen at other places. So we'll check that out. I just got these little hooks. I guess it said they were 2 inches, and I guess those are 2 inches, because we can always use hooks for hanging baskets, but I guess I underestimated them. This is kind of more for holding chains, which we do that too, so these will get a good use. Let's just see. Yeah, they seem like kind of standard, so they're not like really wimpy or anything, so I'm happy about that. Oh, I got another moisture meter too. This one's more digital, so this is the high-end one of those, so we'll see what it does. It's 4-in-1, so we'll have to see what that does. Man, there's lots of packaging with this. Oh, I thought this guy was kind of cute. He's just a little kind of grasshopper made out of, well, I guess it's metal. Yeah, I mean, he's like $11. I think that's probably a little high for what he is, but you know what? It's okay. Another giveaway for a kid that comes in, right? That would be great. Kids will love that. Oh, these are the little pest strips or pest stand things that you put into your pots to catch the fungus gnats. This was super cheap. I mean, I don't know how they do sticky, so I'm going to test them out at home, but we'll give it a go. Okay, so here's some more hooks. These are a little bigger. I'm going to open this one just to see, but still not as big as I was envisioning. I guess they do put the measurements on there, and they're good about that. Like, they're excellent about putting measurements, but you know how it is. Like, until you actually see it, yeah, I wouldn't trust this maybe for a heavy hanging basket, but I got what I ordered, but it's not what I was expecting. Oh, this is another thing that's not for the garden. It's like a phone holder for the car. It's something that I had talked about getting, and I saw it there, and I thought, well, let's see, how bad could it be, right? Okay, I mean, yeah, this seems like exactly like what I'd be getting at the store. So it's one that's supposed to hang down. That's what I was looking for. This seems completely adequate. So I guess, yeah, this is fine. So far, no real super junk, except for that little wiper thing. That's junky. Oh, what's this? Oh, these are grow bags. Oh boy. The tape is stuck onto the plastic here. Oops. Okay. So these seem pretty standard. I could use my new snips, but I'll use this instead. So just feeling the fabric on these. Oh, and they're kind of shallower than some of the other ones. Oh no, that's pretty normal size. So it is a thinner material than, say, the Smart Pots ones, but I do like that, you know, they are sewn pretty well on the side. The handles, as long as this fabric holds up, which probably after 2 or 3 years it probably won't, but this would be perfect for kind of starting something and having it in here for a year or two. I don't think there'd be a problem with that. You can get these on Amazon too, but this particular package was really super inexpensive, so I thought it was worth it. But if I was getting something that I really wanted to last, I probably would go with a better brand, but this works for what I need it for. What's this? Oh, these I thought were really interesting, and I wanted to really know what they would do. So these are for hanging your pots, and basically you'd hang it, you know, like on your porch or whatever, and then you can pull this thing down so that you can water it. So let's see, but maybe with the weight of it, I'll have to try it with baskets in it because it just seems very springy. So I don't know, I guess you'd have to hold it while you're pulling it down, which I guess that's a little more balancing act than I expected. So I thought it'd be one of those, I don't know, like, you know, where you hold it and then you kind of pull it and it goes back up. But they didn't say it was that, I just assumed it. And here's another box. Oh, it's like, this is like Christmas, like opening this stuff up. I'm kind of surprised, and you know, Temu there's a lot of controversy with Temu right now because, you know, the stuff is considered pretty cheap. They say that you have to be careful because some of the factories that they use probably have unfair labor practices, so you might be supporting some of that. So, you know, and it's a Chinese-based company, so that's another thing people are nervous about because is your data really safe with them and all that. But I decided to give it a go and try it. Now this guy is very cute. Now look at him. This one, like, he's definitely like a little better paint job than this guy. I mean, he is going to wear, but this is as good as any of the ones that we get from any of our suppliers, and probably this is where our suppliers get them from. But this guy's cute. Like this one does the job. Ooh. Now I got these. These are just garden tags, and they're little. I didn't need the garden tags, but I wanted to see what their garden marker was like, and it's a little smaller than I expected. Let's just try it out here. It has a ruler on the side. I don't know why. I guess that's supposed to be handy. Let's see. Oh. Now the real thing is to test this out in the sun and see how it does. It's very fine pointed, and it's like got a steel tip on there. That's very interesting. I haven't really I haven't seen one like that before, so it'll be interesting to try that. Oh, this is a halo type light for vlogging. I just wanted to try it out. I have one, but it's kind of big and clumsy and not very good quality, and I'm gonna guess that this one's not very good quality as well, but actually it's fine. It's very basic. This, we'll see, I doubt this gives off much light, but you know, this is what I expected, but I figured I'd give it a try just in case it was like something miraculous. Okay, this was my most expensive item right here. So it's like a garden gift set, tool set or something. So let's see. I'm not very optimistic about these. Okay. Well, you know, they score high on like the cuteness factor, you know, like this is like a cute little thing, but yeah, that's okay. Let's try this one too. Yeah, this, you know, if you're digging in any kind of harder soil, this is going to bend. It's going to be pretty bad, but as a fun gift or as a children's gift thing, not too bad. Also would work if you were using really powdery soil. I'll have to check the rake here. That's the other thing. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I mean, it doesn't feel very sturdy. So I'm not going to expect it to be a you know, high quality, long lasting type of thing, but gets the job done. Let's check out our snips. These are kind of similar. How do they compare to the other one? So they are different. This one, oops, this one definitely has better spring in it than this one. Like this one, I think this is going to give way pretty soon, but yeah, this one's not as good as this one, but it's still okay. So if you're giving this as a gift to maybe a less serious gardener or someone who just got a new home and you just want to give them a little something fun, this would work. But oops, we'll just set that aside for now. What else do I have? Something else in a big box. What is this? Oh, so this is some garden art. Comes in 4 pieces. Like it's supposed to go here. I don't know how the weld on this was like terrible. So that's not so good. Not a good start for that one. How does this work? This is okay. I mean, this is very wobbly here, but then it's supposed to be one of those things where the wind blows. Let's see. Yeah, this is, maybe it's supposed to go this way. Okay, that part's cool, but it is not going to spin in the wind. Like it can't, it doesn't. Yeah, this, okay, it has all the parts, but it doesn't really do what it's supposed to do. Like you can see the effect that it's going to have, but oh, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's cool enough. The quality's okay, but the mechanics of it, I don't think will work. Maybe out in the wind it will. I'll have to try it outside and see, but this is probably a no-go. Oh, I did get 3 of these work mats. I just wanted to see what the difference was between them because there were 2 different prices and there were a lot of different sizes. And I always see these and I think these would be kind of handy to have. So they're really easy to unfold and then you just button the edges. Okay, and then the thinking is that you can just kind of work from here and, you know, it keeps everything. And this is your regular kind of tart material, so I think it's gonna be pretty durable. Buttons seem fine. I like the fact that I could do it this way and keep all my dirt here, so I like that. So that was one of them. Okay, so this one is the smaller one and it has kind of the junkier buttons. But let's see, would it get the job done? So yeah, this small one is a little too small. It might work for maybe houseplants and stuff, but I feel like I'm, you know, working like this. But the bigger one is pretty nice, so that's good. And then I got this other one. I don't remember, was this like the deluxe version? I don't know for sure. Okay, so this one also has the cheaper buttons, which they seem to hold up. So this one I think is the same size as the other one. So I'm going to say that the quality of the material seems pretty similar. This one might be a little stronger too, and it does have those better buttons, which I think are going to hold up a little better. I'd worry about these here, but hey, I'm looking forward to just trying these out. This is something that I see, and they used to be really expensive, and now they're pretty affordable. So, and at just a couple dollars, it's kind of worth it. But I would definitely spring for the more expensive one. Look at this mess I'm making. Good luck to me. Okay, now the other box. And the interesting, I said about their shipping, it goes on a plane and arrives here. Then Temu has tracking, and so it says like, oh, it's on a plane, and then you don't hear anything, which I think is when it's going through like U.S. Customs, and then it lets you know that it's been transferred over to like UPS or the U.S. Postal Service, and one of mine came one way and one came the other. The one through the U.S. Postal Service arrived faster than the other one, but I just thought it was interesting how they did that, because the Temu shipping, I went and clicked on the U.S. Post Office and the UPS kind of link early, and before they receive it, it just says label's been created. But meanwhile, Temu's saying like, oh, it's on a plane and it's on its way, and so it's kind of interesting how they do it. What do I have here? Oh, okay. So this is just a little cover for your faucet. So basically, you'd go in and, okay, so it's just a little insulated pouch. You put your faucet over it. This seems really tight though. I mean, it might work for, I'm hoping that they make it the right size. Then you get it on there and then you just Velcro it tight. It's supposed to just reduce the chance of freezing. Now you should empty your taps if you're in freezing temperatures anyway, but this could keep it off, a little longer. I have a feeling I would never use this though, because will it keep it 5 degrees warmer? I mean, I don't know. This one probably was not worth it. These things I had to try. I've seen these online. They were advertising like crazy last year, and they're these propagation balls that you put onto plants. And these, they used to be, you'd be paying like, $40 for a set, and these were very inexpensive. Now these might be smaller. I don't really know how they compare, because these were like extremely cheap compared to some of the other brands. But the thinking is you do something, it comes with no instructions, so you're going to need to know how to use them or find it online. But you have like a branch of a plant, and I think you kind of strip off some of the bark or whatever, and then you close it, and then it's supposed to root inside of here. You put soil in there and it'll root inside of here, and then you cut it off and you can propagate it that way. I'm going to try it. I don't know if these actually work, and I don't know if this is the standard size or if there's more than one size, because when I saw them online, it looked like they had like kind of more of a bigger ball kind of thing, but we'll see. Sorry, I hope you guys aren't getting totally distracted by my mess here. I just can't resist. Oh, okay, so these are gloves, but they're special gloves. These gloves have claws on them, at least one of them does. And you can get them with 2 claws or 1 claw, but I was kind of thinking, I doubt I'd ever need them. But the thinking is that, when you're doing stuff and you need to dig in, these claws will be useful. I don't know. I mean, they might just be annoying. You can buy the claws separately too, so you can use them in your own gloves. But I just had to give them a try. I feel very Halloween in these things, so kind of fun. So these are just garden gloves. These seem pretty thin. They're coated. They would be fine, but like I can see right through them, so stuff is going to get through that pretty easily. But this part isn't. So this would be a good basic glove. They were really inexpensive, so I thought I'd try them. I had to try this. This was like, I don't know, like under $2. And what I really laughed about is like everything they offer financing. So in 4 easy payments of 34 cents, I could have this financed. I thought that was kind of hilarious. So let's see how this sets up. So it has a blade on it, so I have to be a little careful. And then what you do, it has a couple of these little finger things. So what you do is you put one of these on your finger, and then you put this here, or maybe it's the other way around. And so yeah, you'd be plucking. Just remember, if you use something like this, you do want to sterilize that, at least between every couple, like if you're doing a variety, do just one color and then sterilize this, because you don't want to be spreading disease. But I don't know, I think there's a novelty in that, but I don't know if I really would use it. What else do I have? We're coming to the end here. Oh, okay, so this is a sharpener, just a blade sharpener. And so this is the kind, it's supposed to be diamond edged, and you're supposed to just, you know, run it along your sharpener. So I'm gonna have my dad test that because he's kind of our resident expert on sharpening things. And then this other one, this, it's okay. Actually, this one, you know, this might hold the test of time. I just thought this is just a tool that I hadn't really used before and I wanted to try it. I have a feeling at some point this is all gonna burst apart, but you know, it was reasonably priced, so I thought I'd give it a try. Also wanted to check out these QuickConnect hose connections to see how they fare. Now the big thing is I won't try them now. I'll have to wait till spring because I don't want water. I mean, they seem very brassy, but the question is, will they leak? I mean, it seems like exactly what I'd be getting somewhere else, so we'll have to wait and see how they do. And yeah, this was my other sharpener. Okay, so we'll see how this one works. It has more than one kind of blade type, so you can use it either on scissors, which which are kind of one side's flat, one side's curved, and then you can also do it on more of kind of things that are come to a point. So the different kinds of blades that you might have, and that's why I picked it because it has the two different kinds. So we'll see how this one works. Like on a, so this one side's a knife sharpener, one's a scissors sharpener, or kind of for your blades that have that edge. So we'll see. So I'll have to take a look at this again. So here's a little overview of what we have here. I did like these a lot. I think these are going to come in handy. These here, I'm curious how they're going to work. I won't be testing those out till spring though. We'll see how that goes. This thing, piece of crap. I mean, this thing, I put it together and it's terrible. Wouldn't recommend that at all. These are fine. The gloves seem okay. It'll be fun to check these out. These will be fun for kids, but they're really not anything special. This thing, although it looks cool, I don't think it's going to function very well. These snips, better than expected. We'll see how this marker works. This thing, standard. These are going to be just fine, but I would definitely be very careful about what size you're getting. Same thing with this. I think this might be smaller, but maybe this is exactly the right size. I'll be curious to see how that goes. That'll be something for later on. This thing, I don't think I probably would end up using. I thought it would be really handy, but I have a feeling it's going to just be more clumsy. And then this, cute little gift, maybe for kids or somebody with a new home. The light on this ring here is pretty dim. This actually has quite a bit of light, but again, I found that those are they're great for like uplighting your plants, but not necessarily for actually giving them the light they need. I'll be curious how the blades work. This is definitely the most fun of all the gifts. It's the most fun to wear, but I don't know how they are as far as function goes, so I'll try those out. That's kind of neither here nor there. These here, I think these will be kind of interesting. I don't know if how they'll look. Like once you put these in the soil, do they turn all black? Do they get ugly? Do I want a big old water bottle hanging out of my thing? I'm not sure. So overall, these things were better than I expected, but still, should I be spending my money on this? I think maybe some of the stuff is okay, and I might order again. But for the most part, some of it's just kind of crap. But the thing about Temu that they really get you on is, I mentioned that it's kind of like a casino. They definitely have this whole gaming thing down. I feel like I was playing a slot machine because they have all these different ways. When you first get on, there's like this wheel that spins, and then every single time it ends on the, spin again, and then the next time it gives you the biggest deal, like 95% off. But then they have all these hoops you have to jump through to try to get that discount. And so it was like pick 17 items and they'll get 95% off those items. And I kept doing it. And then each time I got to the end, it would say, some of the items in your cart are no longer available. And that's the other thing they do. Like everything's running out all the time. So I think it's like they have X number of stuff and then they sell it, and then they relist it later when they get more of it. So everything is always urgent. Like you have to get it right now, and they're sending you emails all the time. So if you give them your email, or you give them your text, they will send multiple emails a day. Everything's like, you were looking at this item, it's now cheaper, and you want this. It's overstimulation. It is very much like being in a casino. It's like, looking at a slot machine where ding, 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 as if you're winning all the time. And I don't think you end up always coming out ahead. But hey, you can end up with some kind of fun things. I mean, there's nothing special about this guy, but I mean, he's kind of cute, This thing I wish worked as well as it looked. And, I don't know. I look forward to testing out these items a little bit more to see if any of them are really any good.